Hi, I'm the average moviegoer, and this is a review of a really movie called The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. Uh, yeah, let's get started. Well, it's about a magician who is really big. He's like really big in Vegas, and he's a big jerk, and he like loses it, like loses his friend, loses his riches, loses like everything, and he still acts like a big jerk until till he meets his childhood icon, which is a his childhood hero. Um, he helped him out, of course, as like the old mentor, and then they had a little montage. It's a very predictable movie, but it wasn't really well done. I mean, Jim Carrey was like one of the best parts because he played his role somewhat really well. The villain had like no backstory. He was just a douche because he was a douche. Um, some parts of the villain you're watching it, and he's like, oh, okay. Some parts were funny. Some parts were funny. Some parts were hilarious, and some parts you're like, yeah. Um, the his partner they had backstory because he was best friends with him when he was a kid, but they had no characterization beyond like a few things. They had none at all, which I'm like, why? It had this one girl. She had her backstory more. The love interest. She was in the movie more than the partner, the guy on the fucking poster. Um, the acting was pretty good because I forget the name of the actor, but yeah, it's Jim Carrey, of course. You can't go wrong with Jim Carrey. Um, apparently sometimes you can. Has The comedy is pretty good. The ending was where he won. There's this big competition where the winner gets to be big again, like big gets to have his big show at this new hotel, and they put this super duper trick where they pass out the odd. They they have this drug because the partner traveled the world um when they broke up, and he found this like leaf thing drug that makes people pass out. It's like chloroform, but you can like turn it into like a mist and stuff. So what they did is they put it in the fog machines, and they put it all around the thing. They put all around the thousands of people, and they transferred the people to an open field. And they woke up, and they're like, "What the hell? How do we get over here?" And and they even said like, "Oh, we might get in trouble." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble." And no, they didn't. They're like, "Oh yeah, cool. What happened?" And but at the end it was hilarious. They showed what happened. It showed them like dragging the bodies, slamming the bodies, and one guy had a big black eye because he accidentally threw him in the he actually bumped his head on the thing, and they put makeup on it. He woke up and was like, oh, which I thought was pretty funny. The movie is very predictable. It's kind of like our parents' magic when they were growing up versus our magic, like the Chris Angel and those those people versus the magic of back then. But they really dramatize. Do they really bump up the stupidness of our magic? Like the bad guy has this cable TV show called Brain Rapist, and I'm like, okay, that Jim Carrey runs a TV show called Brain Rapist. Okay, the story, yeah, it's very predictable. During one parts in the movie, I'm just like, okay, he's gonna go to his one place, he's gonna train because that's how they get in the trailer. He's gonna train with him, and he's gonna be big, stunned. The mentor's gonna go or die or something like that. Well, he didn't. He pretended he died. He had a stroke, but that was it. And then they're gonna have this big stunt. They're gonna win. They're gonna make everyone happy, and they're gonna Jim Carrey's gonna lose, which he did because he did this one trick. I know this review has a lot of spoilers, but he did this trick where he get this drill in his skull, and I'm like, okay. And he acted like a complete moron most of the time. And then he was a big douchebag. So like, there was his kid's birthday party. He gave him a puppy, the magician Burt, and he's like, "Oh, cool, a puppy." And then the guy got the puppy, put him in Bert's pants, in his pants, and I'm like, okay. I can't wait for them to explain him because they usually have before the guy does his big spiel, his big evil plan or whatever, or his big trick. They has his backstory, and no backstory. Just he's a douche for a douche, and there's no characterization for the backstory for him. There's barely any characterization for the partner. The love interest had more backstory than the partner. I do like one thing. I do like. I admit, I like the characterization, how he became a douchebag to a good guy, like back to a normal person. It's kind of, it reminds me of like an '80s movie, but with magic. That I do like, but it's not well done. That part they focused a lot of the movie on that, of him turning from a douche to a normal person. So this movie I give a 4.5 out of 10, maybe. I don't. Yeah, 4.5 out of 10. Not that well done. I don't suggest watching this. I had to watch this. I watched this instead of watching Oz. Eh, wrong choice. So, yeah, this is Average Moviegoer, and see you next time.